Hello and welcome to the show and case content show. Like, there are words and I've lost them. Hello, I'm Mod Raven. This is Mod Roley. Welcome to the show and tell live stream.
Content showcase.
Content showcase. Sorry, I have it written in front of me, so I should know it better than I am currently doing words for. So, what's going to happen? We've got 3 updates to cover. Mod Roley and myself will take you through player-owned farm. Mod Kylar, or Kylar, however you pronounce it, he's hiding over there. We'll talk you through the quest point reward system. And then we've got a little video to show of Shawnee's clan stuff. I've been told, people have been asking, where is Shawnee? Why is he not here? He's having his final baby scan, so he can't be there in person, but he has pre-recorded a stream thing, so it's you can still get to see his face today and go, oh, Shawnee, stroke it. Don't actually stroke your screen, it takes ages to wash the finger marks off it. We'll be gathering questions live from the chat, so say at RuneScape with anything you'd like to ask on what we're showing. LootScape today is a clue scroll based on your level. Ooh. Right. So you can tell I'm just reading off an iPad. I'm doing very well today. Shush. I'm being heckled by people in the studio. You can tell I don't do this that much. Right, so let's go through with player-owned farm. So we've been working on this for a while. It's in a pretty decent state. What we thought we'd do is we would take you through a bit of the tutorial, and then we'll fast forward time so you can see early stages versus the sort of thing you can end up with. So here, behold, is the player-owned farm.
Yeah, so welcome to the farm. So this is the Arduino lodestone, so this is where you arrive. This hasn't actually moved. A lot of everything else around it has moved. Quite a lot, in fact. So, can we start with the tutorial?
Yeah, let's take you to... So this is Granny Potrington. She's the current owner of the farm. Little old lady in a wheelchair. All her family have died because we're the writers. And she needs some help on the farm, which is where you come in. You basically come in as a kind of co-owner of the farm in order to help her out. She'll do all some of the farmers market stuff. You get to do all the other things. So
I've just realised that Osborne hasn't actually reviewed all of
that's
that.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So if you see anything in this this little tutorial dialogue that's a little bit dodgy, that's again because we wrote it.
Yeah.
So in fact, I'll spacebar it and maybe you won't see it.
Yeah, it hasn't gone through sign off yet. We've very much written a cantankerous old lady, let's call it.
There's a yak. Why is there a yak here?
So yes, your first task is to collect Jack the yak.
That's how you pick yaks up.
That's how you pick yaks up. To show what an animal is. So if you look, if you can show the inventory. Yep. So you now have an animal in inventory. Ooh, it's Jack the yak. He's a special case one. So doesn't quite work as normal.
He's a knackered yak.
He's a what?
Knackered yak.
He's a knackered.
He's really old. So, like, Granny's wanting to rebuild the farm basically, and she needs some help to do it. Mm-hmm. And Jack's the final resource she's got. So unfortunately, Jack is being sold off to kickstart the process of rebuilding the farm.
Being sold to...
And who else would buy yaks but Presleek? This is one of the things, so we'll maybe cover this later, but this is what we call a contract buyer. So there's one of these for every animal type, and whenever they show up, they'll ask for a certain number of that type of animal, and here you get some beans. So this is just a currency. I've just added those to the currency pouch. And go back to Granny. So the tutorial covers a lot of the kind of terminology and the themes and the systems in place. So one of these is pen deeds. So you spend your beans. We'll just get a couple of rabbits for the tutorial. And we also got some materials with that pen deed. Normally you'll need some planks and some nails.
You'll need some planks, nails, depending on the size and how many of the paddocks you've already got open.
That's some really dodgy dialogue there. I hope I skipped enough of that. So, do you want to maybe explain the deal with pen sizes?
So there are 6 pens in total. 2 small, 2 medium, 2 large. Oh, sorry, 7 pens, because also the breeding pen. You can choose which way you want to build it of the sort of right sizes. So these 2 what I've got here are both the small pens. And the reason we have different sizes is so you can store different animals in them. So a small pen will keep small animals, so you've got your rabbits, you've got your chickens, you've got your chinchompers. Your medium pen will store medium-sized animals, so you've got your sheep, you've got your zygomites, you've got your spiders. And your large pens will store your cows, yaks and dragons.
Oh, you remembered. Good.
I remember them all.
Yeah, cool. And
I normally forget, but it's fine.
animals typically come in this unchecked state, which is something that you can stack in your bank if you need to.
Normally animals, once you've checked them, can't stack in your bank and can't be traded in the Grand Exchange, but once they're checked, before they're checked, they can stack in your bank.
So adorable.
So here we have a little, this is one of the animals, so we've got, if you look, and I was about to point at the screen that you can't see, so we've got Flossie, so each animal has its own unique name. I say unique, he has one of a number of names. You can see its breed, so it's a common brown rabbit and it's female. It's currently a baby, it will grow up. Its weight is about 40 grams. Its speed's 115 gallopers, which is a completely made up term. Yeah. And it's 40 beauty marks of attractiveness. It's not super pretty. It also has an automatic trait, so animals can have up to 3 traits. This one has 1, and that trait is robust, which means it's more resistant to disease. It's also low on health and low on happiness, but that's easy enough to fix. So this is... when you left click, you get a little. The interface is not final, by the way. It's being tweaked, as you can see with the number of bugs.
Oh, sorry, I maybe did that quick.
The way that this interface works is it will only show the animals that can go in that pen, so you don't need to do any careful thinking or anything. It'll update automatically once you move things around, but you can just drag and drop. The functionality will also be that you can click the animal, and it will show you a bit of information about it, so you can choose to add or remove it.
Yeah, there you go. There's little,
and now they're in your pen.
You can also get there from checking them like this.
Yes, you can also or click the
or
paddock
from the
gate
inventory. And then, well, I could just skip ahead, but we'll just pop back to Granny. See some more inappropriate dialogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so disease is probably the next concept to cover.
So animals can get diseased. Disease is a bit different from how disease works for normal farming, because it's not a... If you leave them diseased, they won't die. But what disease is it can adjust stats, so they will have lower speed, weight, attractiveness, and happiness and health. And you can, when you examine them, you get a little sort of... oh, you've skipped the whole section.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a bit too quick.
If you go to cure disease. When you cure disease, you get to examine them. So you can see all these different kind of parts of the animal. So you can check the head, you can check the eyes, you can check the feet, so you can pick one of those. And it gives you a symptom. So it's suffering from nausea. If you check its eyes or skip, it's fine.
I've already been through all.
It has different things. So
I happen to know this one's flu.
Yeah, and so these are the possible illnesses it could have. If you pick the right one, it will be cured. Yeah, you'll get some XP. If you pick the wrong one, the animal stats will get worse. So if you want to have a good, healthy animal, then you should, get the right disease.
Cool. It's cured.
So there you go, it's cured. You don't need any items, you don't need to cure disease things, it's purely a little bit of extra gameplay that if you really want to, you can ignore, but you get more XP if you don't ignore it. And they have better stats.
Okay, so next up is feeding. Granny's handed us some apples from her basket. You can do this from outside if you wish, or you can climb over the stiles. We've done a little circuit around the farm of stiles, so you can do a little agility lap. There's no lap bonus though. And just give them a bit of food, some apples. Rabbits apparently like apples, and debug.
Yeah. Ignore the debug. It's meaningless to anyone with us. Right. We will, of course, remove all the debug before it goes live.
So food, of course, is useful to keep them happy, yes. Healthy, disease-free, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, if an animal has food, it will gain weight, it will gain better stats, it will gain happiness, it will gain health. And it's also a sink for your unwanted or your other farming produce. So you can now go and get a bunch of sweet corn, just deposit them in the food trough, and your animals will be fed for a while if they eat sweet corn. The farm's located in Ardoyne. It's right by the Ardoyne lodestone, so you can get there really easily.
The mysterious statue there.
Yep.
The fishing girl's just up here. This mill is still here, but it's been updated. the fields have just been collapsed down into this, and there's the market just over there.
Yeah. I've just noticed a few people asking why this isn't in the player own house. Now, the reason we didn't put this in the player own house is because we wanted to create a shared piece of content. The player own house is obviously individual. You can invite other people, but it's not quite the same thing. By making it a surface world thing, then you can come, you can interact with the people while they're on their farm, and more importantly, you can trade animals. So you can't trade animals in the Grand Exchange, but you can trade them from player to player. So you've got to be doing it there and in person. And we wanted to create a place where you could logically do this and still enjoy your farm nice and quickly. So you get this nice surface world thing, and you get to interact with other players.
Cool. We've artificially aged these just for the tutorial, so they've grown up a bit quick. So
yeah. So when you harvest an animal, each animal has you'll get XP for each age stage. So these have been aged quite quickly, and you'll also get any materials. So a normal brown rabbit doesn't give you any materials.
And not much XP.
And not much XP. Yeah.
Well, we'll cover this later, but to start the farm and to have rabbits, you need 17 farming. So obviously it's going to be low XP, but we'll show some later on farm stuff. So now they've grown up. We need to fix this. Okay.
Yep. So now we go to breeding.
Given some more food because obviously there's a feeding trough in here too.
Yep.
Oh no,
that's the wrong one.
That's the wrong one. Whoops, that was a bit of a sneak preview.
You need to use
I
that
have to
thing.
use these because we need to move that.
I need to fix that one.
Yeah, we're going to move that. That's the collection log. We're going to put that on Sam the sheepdog.
Someone's asked, will there be a chance of different coloured creatures that are rare? Yes, there are different breeds and potentially shiny animals as well. Shiny animals are not only a different breed, but they also give you more XP and different produce. Different breeds will give you different produce as well. Someone says, how are magic beans different to the ones from Grim Tales? And does Silas have any relation to Granny P? Magic beans are a specific reward. Beans is the currency, because farmers like beans. Is it magic seeds rather than beans?
Magic beans.
It is magic beans.
The currency for the farm is beans, and magic beans are a special reward that you can plant in any farming patch to insta-grow. I think we've shown them off before.
I think we have. We'll show them again. But yeah, magic beans are a special farming reward. Someone asked, why would we want to trade animals? What's the benefit? The simple answer is, if you want to breed certain traits, if you want to breed certain breeds, if you want to try and get certain animals, you may want specific traits that other animals have, so you can trade them to other players. Try and get that kind of the traits you want to give you to engineer the animals.
Also contracts. If you can't fulfill enough purchases on that day, you might want to buy from other players to do that.
Also, if you don't have any of the particular animals, you can get them from other players rather than the normal places you can get them. So animals can be obtained from hunter. You can go and find rabbits and chinchompas from hunting. They can be obtained from combat in terms of dragons and spiders, and you can gather the zygomites from mushroom patches.
Yeah. There's a few other things. Yaks are from combat or from making yak pouches.
So you can find animals in a bunch of places. You may want to trade them with other players as well. So if you can't go and get... So if you're not combat savvy enough to fight dragons, but you really want dragons, you can buy them off other players.
Okay, so technically I think we've had a baby bunny. You can see the yellow dot there. So our sped up aging and breeding process there, but we've got a little baby bunny by the name of Serena. There we go. And she is lucky and jovial.
So she'll sell more, and she's generally happier.
Yep, easy to keep happy.
Happiness and health, very obviously, are very good to keep high. The higher your happiness and your health is, the more likely the animal is to breed in the breeding pen, and also the higher the happiness and health, the less likely they are to get diseased. So keeping them in good spirits is a good thing.
Yeah, that's a bit chunky, but we'll see what we can do. And then we've got another rabbit buy here, shows up at the end of the tutorial on day one. Oh, and look, isn't that lucky?
Indeed.
Wants to buy a lucky brown rabbit. It's almost like it's meant to be. And that's the tutorial.
So, shall we show here's one we did earlier?
Yeah, sure. So,
do you want to just very quickly mouse over so I'm Rubik can screen grab it?
Oh, right, yeah.
Put the thing on.
Casually, like, oh, that was a master file. What was that? Oh, and this. Just turn some manure for a little bit.
Oh yeah, and there's a farming method if you really don't want to engage in normal farming, you can just turn manure.
It's got some niche uses, so like you can get your golden rocks there.
Yeah.
You can get the pet there if you really want to. It's just something to get from level 1 farming up a little bit. Of course, you can do that from checking animals as well. All of that is plugged in. All of the normal things you would expect. Yeah, so let's advance time.
Yeah. I'll just ask a couple of questions. Someone says, can you only trade the same animal but different breeds, also buy them with GP? If you mean with other players, you can trade any animal that you have with another player, if it's checked. If you mean trade to a contract seller, they'll take any breed, but if you fill the things they're particularly after, it will be better.
We'll do a circuit round this way, I think. We'll leave Zygomites till last.
Someone else, keep them happy equal just feeding. There's a bit more to it than that. There's a couple of other things you can do. There are treats you can get. There are traits you can breed into them. Feeding is generally the easiest way of doing it, and also keeping them disease free. So if you find disease, you cure them, they get happier. It's relatively easy to keep them happy and healthy. This is deliberate. Someone says, can we genetically modify through breeding to have a rare chance of a horned unicorn? No, you can't. Someone asks, any comp recs?
None so far. I don't
We've
think
not
we're
plugged them in
adding
yet.
any. No, we've got lots of
we're in a discussion with
achievements. I just finished plugging most of those in today
Yeah.
with help from Shogun.
Yeah. We probably won't have, like, we'll probably have something along the lines of breed, or I'd rather have all the paddocks and probably breed, or like have one of each animal, probably,
What, for comp?
for comp,
I'm not sure if we need it, to be
maybe.
honest.
Yeah.
We'll discuss
We
it.
won't make you require have all the traits and things unlocked, so you
Yeah,
won't
we
do
won't do any RNG reliant comp
yeah,
stuff.
it'll
I
be
don't
things you
believe.
can all do. Someone says, is this going to be more dailyscape? Not, it shouldn't be. It is timed, because farming is timed.
I mean, it's no more dailyscape than farming is.
yeah.
And as you get higher level, you become less.
Yeah.
You don't have to be there as often.
Yeah, we've deliberately designed it so that the farm will work kind of at your leisure. So it won't do any of the checks and things. So it won't disease animals and stuff until you come to the farm. So there's no desperate urge. It does track time. So if you go away for a week and come back, a week of time has passed. But your animals won't die, you won't get anything like so. And all of the XP and stuff will be saved up. So you can come and do it at your leisure. So it shouldn't feel like dailyscape.
Some cheeky dragon eggs in there. Black dragon called Puff, of course.
Yep.
Zaraya, blue dragon. Yep,
Do
okay.
you want to go and age them using the cheating method?
Cheaty method, yeah, I can do that. What's the lambs there? Lambs are really cute. This little hop that they do with their legs there.
Some of the animals are ridiculously adorable.
We'll just get to diet.
I wouldn't click the rabbits because they're probably bugged.
Yeah, no, they'll disappear. These guys, honestly, these Zygomites turned out really well. Really happy with these. Yeah, so how long should we advance time for? Let's just say, I don't know what.
Is this in minutes or in?
It's in minutes, yeah.
Do
10 hours?
know. Yeah. Well, do a bit longer. Do. I don't know. Do 100 hours. Because that should do. There we go. So now we can see a bunch of different the different age stages. So we've got a shiny. So this Zygomite here, the magical Zygomite, is a shiny Zygomite called Henry.
Oh, very close.
If we look, we can see a shiny.
I'll get some XP off of him. There you go.
Well, yeah, you can see.
That's
So
a
you
little
see,
bit
you
bigger.
get different XP. I think you've just clicked Henry again. So there's a Demon Camp Zygomite. So he gives you. So you see, you get different values. You get 10% more from shinies.
Oh, and also,
there's a little
yeah, loads of
arc one.
materials. Ah, God, some new stuff here. These all tie into rewards and
There are new
existing items too.
skilling potions you can get, and these are the secondaries for their skilling potions.
Got Sacred Yak, Fremennik Yak here. This Sacred Yak's really cool. I do like him. Apparently this one's chatty. No.
You haven't got the information.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
So if we go and look at Granny Pudding, we can look at some of the rewards.
Oh yeah,
available
reward
to
shop.
that.
Here we go. This is pretty full.
So we have, if you go to the upgrades, there are a number of things on the farm that you can get, such as you got all the individual pens, which you don't need to currently put on, but you can also get a bank chest on the farm, so you can go and just easily drop your stuff off. There's an upgrade which allows all your products to produce to become noted. This is produce from animals, so you won't have your inventory fill up. It'll all be nicely noted, so you can do an entire run around the farm and deposit. You can also get a boost to getting multiple traits, just as a straight off, and you'll notice a little item in the bottom right called a seasonalizer, which should be obvious what that does. Should we go look at some of the other rewards?
We'll mention farm totems as well while we're here. So farm totems are these little pinwheels that you see spinning around. You can buy one and attach it to each of the non-breeding pens, and these trigger the animal perks, which I think we've discussed those before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, don't take it. You can pick them up and move them around as you like. It would help if I had the chat window up, but we can probably just talk about the perks.
Yeah, so for every one of these perk things you've got on a paddock, for the mature version of the animals, I think they're called veterans,
elders.
Elders now, they'll unlock a perk. So the perks are things like for spiders, you can do extra damage to spiders, including a Raxor. For rabbits, animals breed faster.
Yep. Better.
Breed better.
Chance.
For chickens, what was it?
Oh, blimey. It's something to do with saving feathers, I think, for hens, and with roosters it's a strange one about getting more ghostly essence.
Yeah. And then you get things like for dragons, there's the...
We haven't...
that's been...
Yeah, we haven't finished
tweaked
with the dragon one yet, so
so I shouldn't have mentioned that one.
Yep.
But each animal has a perk, and the perks will provide different benefits across the whole game, not just the farm. You also can get magic beans, which I think we've shown off before. You plant them, and they instantly grow to a fully grown whatever it was. So, like, if you're planting a tree pot, a fully grown tree, etc. Now you're witnessing the power of JMod GG things.
Some beans, so I can buy some stuff. So I actually just finished plugging these in today. These are patch-specific beans. There's a universal one as well. So, for instance, let's go for a fruity one.
I'm just going to go through a couple of questions. Ultra compost, how to get it? Go and pick up poop from the dragon pen. If you want to just go and quickly show it.
What, poop?
Yeah, all animals will poop, and poop can be harvested and turned into compost. Special dragon poop becomes ultra compost, which is good. What are Master Quest Cape requirements for it? There aren't any Master Quest Cape requirements for it. It's not a quest. Can we make them fight against other players' animals? No. Are there enough paddocks for them to have every animal type simultaneously? No, and this is deliberate. We want to encourage players to grow certain types of animals and try and get them looking and thinking about the animals that they want. We may add more paddocks in the future, but it's deliberately set up so you can't do everything all at once.
Yeah, effectively, every one of these animals is another farming patch.
Yeah.
So you can see how that might add to the possible XP on a farming run.
Yeah. Someone asked what kind of XP is going to come out of this. The answer is, unsurprisingly, farming XP. And you get quite a lot of farming XP from certain animals. So if you go and click on a dragon...
have you mentioned growth stages?
I will do that after I click on the dragon.
Okay.
So if we harvest the dragon...
That's going to be big.
You get 110,000 XP. This is because dragons take forever to grow. They take about, I think it's a week.
It's a week.
Of growth time. So you can... And that's only that's an adult one, so it's missing a stage. So what you can do is you can leave them for a while and come back and get a huge burst of XP. It doesn't stack with bonus XP and it doesn't stack with double XP weekend, so there's no reason to save them up. You should keep doing them, going them. And you also get a bunch of dragon hide and rewards at the same
But it's
time.
worth noting you don't have to wait a week to get XP out of them, because they kind
of
store it
they come in
as
stages.
They reach different stages, so it might take, say, a day or so to reach the first growth stage and get a portion of that XP. It's kind of like waiting for a tree to grow, but with various check health along the way.
Someone asks, can we only breed rabbits with rabbits, or can I breed a duck and a rabbit? You have problems. And no, you can only breed rabbits with rabbits, because that's how things work. Can Iron Men trade animals? I don't believe so.
It's player-to-player trades.
It's player-to-player trades, yeah. So I think you might have to trade with the Iron Man? I don't think so. How much better is Ultra Compost?
5 better.
Thanks. It's better, and there's looking to be a benefit with the perk, isn't there?
Yes, so there's it combines with the dragon perk. If you have anything planted in Ultra Compost, is where we're looking at adding a reward, and it halves the chance over Super Compost of disease, and it increases growth speeds ever so slightly above Super Compost as well.
So it's good.
I can't
Elite farming outfit coming with this update. We may have moused over that, so you can see it. Can we milk spiders? No.
Oh no.
And I missed the last point because it was posted last. Sorry.
I can't find Pickle. Pickle's run away.
It's fine.
We named the cat after Shawnee's cat.
Yeah.
In a nutshell. I can't find him though.
It's fine. He's run off somewhere.
Oh, he does this all the time.
He's in the house again.
Oh, he's probably in the house. Yeah, he likes the house. Oh god, yeah, we've got beehives as well. Don't look at them. there's Pickle. Right.
Beehives work fine. Yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff on there. There's a bunch of... so in order to just do the bare minimum of the farm, all you need to do is raise an animal, harvest it, get the XP, and rinse and repeat. But if you want to, you can engineer the farms to get the most efficient method, or to get a particular type of method, or you can try and get engineer shiny animals and see if you can find some of the stranger roots and little things we've hidden in it. There are multiple achievements, and there's also a breeding log, which shows you all the different types of animals you can get, including some of the shinies. And do you want to go and shine the shiny rabbit, because it's awesome.
I was just going to show the breeding log quickly because you mentioned it.
Okay, the reading log won't be on here. We'll be moving it. It's just this is where it is currently.
So, like any other collection log, you can set your favourite, and it opens up to it. Like I had for Zygomites there, shows you all the ones you can get. Gloom Shrooms, Zenarian, Demon Cap, Arc Spore. Like I don't know, should we show all of these or just?
I think it's fine. I think
we'll leave it to discover.
I get the impression we're probably running over time.
Yeah, let's concede the floor.
Let's very quickly check the
right.
Funky Rabbit.
And on Funky Rabbit.
Can the someone asked, can the dragons fly away from the pen? No, they believe they are trapped.
There he is, Oswald the Jackalope.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
Shiny Rabbit is a jackalope because they're awesome.
Can have a better look at him. Yeah.
It's just, of course, he runs straight into.
He can phase through matter. It's fine.
One small random place he could glitch, and of course he does that straight away on camera. Thanks, Rabbit.
Brilliant.
Cool. Right, so I believe. Oh, no ravens? No, there are no ravens. I mean, there are, but there aren't any obvious ravens yet. Cool. In that case, I think we're done with farm. So now we're going to do a weird musical chairs. So I'm staying. You're
moving.
You need to move.
Moving. Yep.
As we introduce Mod Kyler. Mod Kyler. Mod Kyler.
I prefer if you just keep changing it every time.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we
so
swapping
behold.
cameras?
Yes.
You guys are on.
Oh, we're
I
doing.
believe. And I'm going.
Yeah, we'll answer
doing
questions
you guys
while
answer questions.
Okay.
sets up.
So while Kyler sets up, I'm going to look at the camera, and we're going to answer a couple more questions if they come up. So I don't have any more questions.
So I think I saw one about remote farm. No, we haven't updated that yet.
Yeah,
but
we've not done as part of
it's
this.
a good space for rewards in future. Same for lunar spells in general.
Oh, here are some. Someone says, can we dye the animals? Nope.
Oh god.
We had a lot of. If you look, a lot of the animals have been graphically updated, and we've got some nice new shiny colour graphics, including some particularly shiny ones.
Yeah.
We haven't made the ability to dye them because we
don't.
We
need
just
any
didn't
more
have the
updates,
graphic
I
budget.
think.
Are there items required to capture the dragons and keep them docile, and does Carapac get involved? No, you don't need special items, and no, Carapac doesn't tell them, going, do you mind awfully? Slap. That doesn't happen. Are we getting more bank space for this update?
We are saving you bank space in the terms of, like, for instance, one of the things we've done is the troughs, the food troughs.
Yep.
So instead of banking all of that produce you get from farming runs, you'd put it in your troughs instead to feed your animals
And get some value out of it, yeah.
expand the cycle. And then many of the kind of output harvest materials of existing items.
Yes.
So there's not actually, I don't think, that
Yeah,
many new items.
There aren't currently plans to add in more bank space. What we would say is we encourage you not to hoard animals and bank them. Like the cycle, you should sell them, you should breed new ones and keep it going. You'll get more beans, you'll get more XP, and you'll be able to keep things going. There is no reason to hoard them.
Well, we'll share the level requirements. We didn't show the skill advance
Oh, of
guide.
course.
Yeah. So to start, requirements, it's like I said, was 17 farming, but also 20 construction.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the higher level pens are 40 and 60, but that can be assisted. And we'll share the levels like on Twitter or just run up to launch or something. I think dragons are 92 or something like that. 92,
Something like that,
93.
yeah. Someone asked, is there an approximate timeline for release on farms? So we're releasing in September.
The first week.
I think so, first week of September. Work will stop on farms soon and we'll move on to another update. Just September's the best time to release it. Where's the plants? I thought this was farming. We've not added any new plants as part of this. We've been focusing pretty much exclusively on the animals, which seemed to be the big thing that people were interested about.
Also, animal farming is farming.
Yes, it is farming. There are perks that affect plants, I believe.
Yeah, there's a number of perks that have effect on like harvest, like you get additional harvests or help with just farming crops in general.
Mm-hmm.
There are some others that are nothing to do with farming, but they're like sparse.
Yeah.
They're few and far between.
And the master farm and the farmer outfit will work with some crops as well.
Yeah, that's got
and if you want to see what that does, I'm sure Rubik will have copied and pasted it. Someone asked, is there any hero items? We're not adding hero items. Will urns work with the XP drops? I believe they do.
They certainly work with the manure and the animal checking.
Yeah, so they should
I
do.
don't know if there's anything else they need to work with.
Will the dragons be updated with new dragon models? When the new dragon models come out, I imagine they will be updated, yes.
Well, not because Elite Dungeon 2 is currently in parallel
Okay.
development. It probably won't be straight away, no.
Cool. And I have one last question before we'll go over to Kiliure, which is, will you be adding more animals in the future or other locations? And the answer to that is possibly. A lot of the work was setting up the system, so now we can add new animals in relatively easily. So if it proves to be a good update and people like it, then I'm sure we can add more animals in the future. And adding in a new location is also possible. Again, depends how popular this is and depends how much you use it and like it. Cool. So without that, that's enough of player and farm, and now I will turn to face Mod Kaliore.
I'd love to tell you how to pronounce that, but I kind of enjoy that like, every single time it's different.
Cool. So say hello to camera.
Hi.
This is Mod Kyler. He apparently can't say his own name.
Yeah.
So, just to introduce you, tell us about yourself. Tell us about your experience with RuneScape.
I've been playing RuneScape for over 13 years. Yeah. That's like I've been playing on and off for a very long time. Mainly a quester more than anything else. I suck at combat. Just
Okay.
full stop. Really bad at it.
Fair
Hey.
enough. So I have an interesting quest for you, because the next question was, what type of player are you?
Yeah.
But you've just answered that being a quester. So here's a potentially very dangerous one that's always fun to get people on festival, which is, if, hypothetically, you could add any one single thing to RuneScape, and again, purely hypothetically, what would it be and why?
So, define one single thing, because could I be like, so one thing is like a quest a week. It's a commitment to one recurring thing.
No.
No.
Whilst I personally would love that.
Hypothetical
No.
situation where
It's
if we could do that.
A single thing. So if you were to do
single
a
thing.
single quest, or if you were to do a single update of some kind.
A proper Brassica quest.
Good choice. Best voice actor he has. I swear. Okay, so enough of this silliness. Quest point shop or quest point unlock system, I think, is the.
Just the name will change. The name's
Yeah.
going to change. Quest Point Shop works for now because
Yeah.
that's what we've told people it's called on the official announcement of this. But it's not going to be that. It'll be something else.
It's a good placeholder name.
Yeah.
So it was very highly voted in our 2018 content survey. So here is your platform.
Yeah.
Tell us about it. Wow us with it. Sell it to us.
Right now, there's not an awful lot in game because obviously I'm only just after starting on this. Some of the stuff we do have in already is this lovely tribrid. It's kind of a little bit similar to the Sun Spear. So multiple weapon styles, which I can change between. Will you equip it? Who knows? I don't think you will. It'll stay the same. Can I attack anyone nearby?
Not in the Grand Exchange.
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, you could add someone and murder them, but
Yeah, no, let's leave it. Yeah, so similar to the Sun Spear, slightly lower level requirements, and yeah, nobody needs to panic sell their Sun Spear because you totally can't do that anyway. And then this is the hub itself. There will be an NPC here. There's not an NPC now. I could have added a placeholder one, but adding a random blue-looking person didn't really do much for me. There's a few nice things here. I'm not really going to talk about all of them because I don't want to reveal most of the rewards yet. Stuff I can reveal is that there is going to be an outfit to go along with this weapon. So this is kind of the final reward from a set of rewards that, around armor. I can show the armor, I suppose, which is this one. Anybody who's kind of paying attention might recognize some part of it, which is the helmet. Looks quite similar to the existing Helmet of Trials.
So is this an armor based on the Helmet of Trials?
Yes and no. Based on, inspired by, let's say. You can find out more about that when it actually releases.
Are you planning on changing the Helmet of Trials as well?
No. Helmet of Trials is going to stay as is.
So this is a new one that's an entire outfit in homage to...
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that. So that's one of our rewards. The, I guess, difference between this and the Helmet of Trials is that this actually has stats.
Okay.
So you can kind of see that this is...
So will this be like the best armor in the game? Will I take this to boss fights and things?
This is not best. This is not best in slot, but you probably... Well, if you're like me, you'll take this to boss fights because I'm lazy and it's a hybrid. But it is intended to be an armor that grows with you as you go. So it's similar to War Priest. It's 25, 50, 75. Its set effect is specifically intended to help people with quests. So if you are someone who struggles with quest bosses, this armor will help you, and so will the weapon. The more you struggle, the better it gets, basically. So hopefully you shouldn't be permanently stuck on something like Nomad because somebody decided to stick in a ridiculously hard quest boss.
It wasn't actually me, it was Shogun, but still.
Yeah.
Okay, so what sort of do I just do? Is it just do I just get everything in one go, or are there different choices?
So we've got two different, I guess, systems for rewards. So there's one. I'm calling it the general unlock track right now because it's easy to describe it as that, which is basically incorporating some of the stuff that already exists in game that you get from quests and just putting it in one place, adding a few extra things, and basically as you get quest points, you unlock rewards. Simple. There will also be a second set of rewards where you can choose to allocate your quest points, so you don't lose them, you don't spend them, they're just put in a certain direction, and that's where the armor comes in, the weapon comes in. We also have one other reward I'll show now, which is this way. A lore hand for our lore hands, I suppose. So new pet. I've also got another one which actually is the model of it. So here it is wearing a kind of replica quest point armor.
Does it normally have the armor on, or is it normally the normal dog? Or talk us through what this means, because I've seen the concept art and I love it.
Yeah, but I don't want to tell people. I'm not revealing anything.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, there's different outfits here. So there's obviously it's not wearing anything. This one actually isn't. The not wearing anything isn't going to be in game. Its base one will be the version. Sorry, this one. So it's essentially a
lore hand.
A lore hand.
Things,
yeah. You know, it's accompanying you on your quests. You will be able to unlock in the future, or by doing certain things, the version which has the quest point armor. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, there's other things to do with the pet that will be unlocked, but the basic thing is just, new pet, you unlock it by spending points. There's a third set of unlocks, so one is armor and weapons, one is pet. There is a third set, which is, I guess, stuff to do with the hub itself, so there's no functionality in here to do that right now, there are some of these things that you see here are will be usable and will allow you to, I guess, will benefit you in your questing or just post-quest stuff. Lower hand will actually be quite similar to a skilling pet, so in the same way you can examine it and get your current attack experience, you can examine it and get your current quest points, or anybody else can examine it and get your quest points.
Cool. So a couple of questions. I've got a quest cape. Am I unable to unlock everything immediately?
Yes and no. That's a difficult question. So you cannot have everything at once, but you can, in theory, unlock everything. So it's going to be, I'd say if you have a quest cape on launch, you will probably be able to unlock about 2.5 of the 3 tracks. But you will be able to choose to reset your allocations if you don't like the stuff that you've gone into, and so in theory you can actually unlock everything day one, just not all of it at the same time.
Yeah, that makes sense. So sort of like the perk system, maybe you sort of choose when you're back.
Yeah.
Cool. What happens when new quests get released? Will you be adding more rewards to the shop over time?
I imagine yes is the answer to that, but I am intending to make this a little bit future-proofed, so there will be quests that, or there will be rewards now that are in there that you mightn't be able to get, but will allow for the fact that somebody doesn't have to add something every time they create a quest. So the general unlock track has stuff, will have stuff set out for up to about 500 quest points. The other tracks a bit less than that.
Just waiting to see if any questions turn up on the little iPad. So, what are you most excited about with this? If you had to pick one thing, what excites you the most?
I don't know, I really like the concept art for the weapon and armor, even if they're not necessarily something I would particularly use myself much, because like I've been playing long enough to have other better things. I think most of all is like I really like the idea of sticking in a lot of little nods to things, references to things. Maybe some things for somebody who has a Master Quest cape. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm most excited about, and seeing what people notice and what people don't. Yeah.
So, a few questions from the chat. Are you accepting suggestions for the NPC who runs the quest point shop?
No. The NPC who runs the quest point shop already exists. But if you want to get involved with what I'm doing at the minute, if you go onto the RuneScape official Discord, I'm generally on quite a lot and talking a lot and getting input on different things. So,
even though there are some very strange conversations, I've been in that Discord. Will the outfit work with quest bosses in Dominion Tower?
No.
Okay.
This is intended for questing itself. As opposed to Dominion Tower, which is kind of slightly different. Also, Dominion Tower already has its own weapons that make it way easier. So,
is the pet 400 quest points?
Is the pet 400 quest points? No.
No, because it goes with that unlock track kind of thing, so you can allocate them at different points. Can you override the pet?
As in, okay, I'm right. The pet will be an override. Can you override the pet? Maybe. I've yet to finish doing the pet, so I don't know.
That's fair. Any benefits for Master Quest Cape?
There will be stuff specifically for people with Master Quest capes. I'm not going to say what they are. There might also be other things that are not Master Quest cape related that are niche things.
Shouldn't the rewards cost normally scale with the amount of quests?
I'm not really sure what's meant by that question.
I'm not sure either. I think it's of the because we don't have the quest cadence we used to have in the past of every week. Like will reward scale like that?
No, not right now. Oh, well, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what's going.
I think the intention is to make it so there's definitely going to be stuff and a reason to work with the current ones.
Yeah.
And there'll still be some reason for new stuff we add.
Yeah.
And when we get certain thresholds, we'll add more.
And the other side of this is that all quest point allocation going forward will be systematic and not just completely random, which it currently is. So that's already been done.
Yeah.
And that will be, any quests that happen going forward will be actually based on their difficulty and length and not just whatever somebody felt like on the day.
Any lore books?
Any lore books? Not right now, but that isn't a no.
Will this affect the Master Quest Cape?
As in, will there be requirements added to it? If that's the question, no.
The question is, will, in caps letters, will this affect Master Quest Cape?
I'm
Question
going
mark,
to
question
say
mark, question
no.
mark.
It might benefit if you have a Master Quest cape, but it's not going to affect it.
I think it's supposed to say, will it block your master?
Oh yeah,
quest
no,
if you
no.
get
There's
it?
absolutely nothing here that you have to unlock to get anything.
Yeah.
It's not a comp-related rec. It's not a Master Quest cape related rec. You don't have to engage with this at all. Like this update is intended to, I guess, one, make quests feel more worthwhile for people who don't like quests currently, and two, also reward people who do like quests currently.
Is this the definite location where it's going to be? We're not going to move it to one of the quest guilds?
This is pretty definite, and that is for reasons.
Reasons, you say?
Yeah.
Okay. Care to go into those reasons?
No.
Or, okay, we can't go into
That
those
is
reasons.
for reasons.
Cool, okay. Any more questions from the...
I've seen a load pass by there, but I'm just like, I don't even know. People don't like quests because their rewards suck. Well, hopefully this makes it feel better. You can no longer search to GE Bank. I'm sorry about that, but also I feel like if you're searching, you'd probably go to Priv instead of GE, but hey.
I don't see anything new apart from the standard things, and people love the Husky. Okay, cool. So I think we can move on.
Okay.
So now it's time for Shawnee to cover clan improvements. But since he isn't here, he's pre-recorded something for everyone to enjoy. So enjoy Shawnee's pre-recordedness.
Hello everyone. I'm speaking to you on a Monday, which is a bit weird obviously because you'll be watching stream on a Tuesday, but unfortunately I'm not going to be here on Tuesday, so I'm going to do this today because I really want you guys to check this out. I won't be here because it'll be my last baby scan, not my last baby scan, but mine and my wife's last baby scan today, i.e. Tuesday, which is very, very exciting. It's the last one before we then see the baby come into the world, and I couldn't miss that at all, so hopefully you can give me some leeway for that one. So, I had some great news over the last week or so. It turns out that we want to start making a push for the avatar rework and all the clan improvements that I've managed to get done over the last 9 months or so. Very much surprised me, very much excited me, because this means that it's going to be coming out very soon. It is going through WIP right now. It is very much almost done in WIP, and hopefully by time Tuesday comes around, it'll be ready to go into RC in the near future, so we can only hope and pray that that is the case. So I'm going to take about 20 minutes-ish of your time and just take you through everything you can expect. I'm not going to be able to cover all of it, but when the time comes and it is in RC, I'll be going through all of it in the patch notes teasers as per usual, and making sure you can see and be prepared for everything if you are a clan leader or a part of a clan. So without further ado, when you first log in with the Ava rework updates, you'll get yourself a login message and another one depending on the amount of orts you've got. So you'll notice in my chat box down here, I'll read it out just in case you can't see it. It'll say, welcome to the clan avatar rework update. A significant amount of clan functions have changed in this update, so please read the news post for all of the details. By then, it's kind of my job to make sure the news post tells you everything, so I'll make sure that is the case. And based on the amount of orts you have, you'll be given Clan Citadel boosters to get you started with this update. So I'll read the values out for you very, very quickly. It's from 1k to 10k for one booster, 10k to 50k for two boosters, 50k to 100k for three boosters, and from 100k to 200k for four boosters. So I've been given two boosters as a result of the fact I have 11,000 orts. So I'm going to go check these out in my bank. Now be aware, I'm going to have a lot more boosters because I've constantly redone this login check to make sure it works. So we'll just take one out because we did get two. You might notice that the clan chat to my right here has had a little bit of a change. Mod Hunter did an incredible job of fully optimizing the clan chat from last year, but it never quite made it to the game. So I thought, well, you know, I'll use this opportunity to get it in. So clan chat is a lot more optimized. It will now show you the amount of people inside the clan chat, the amount of people inside a guest chat if you're in one. So if I go and join one, which I'll do now, it'll say the amount of people in there, as you can see. And also the ban list will now show the amount of people on there. By the way, hi Mod Easty, sorry you're the only person on my ban list. So you have numbers on there now, which is useful because with clan ban lists, an issue I had with my clan as well as other clan leaders is that they weren't able to actually figure out how many people were on their clan ban list unless they, of course, counted individual ones. So that one's on there as well. Also, as a heads up, if you try to add a band member past the 100 mark, it'll give you a message as well. I never used to do that. So clan chat as itself hasn't really changed as much. Player facing wise, but there's a lot of internal optimization that's gone into this. It should be a lot more smoother for you, fingers crossed. So, where do we want to get started? Okay, I'll get started with inviting someone to a clan and what we've changed for this one. So the Avatar rework update is now kind of condensed into one. We have the Avery rework update as well as all of the clan improvements from it. So I'll start off by inviting someone to a clan, and on the other screen here, I will get them to join a clan, and I want you to observe the broadcast message in the bottom left corner. It now says the name of the person who's now recruited the player to the clan. Now, I never used to do this, surprisingly. It would just say, Shawnee's B-Day has joined the clan. Now it'll go, Shawnee3 has recruited Shawnee's B-Day to the clan, and there are now 2 members in the clan. So this is a good way of going, well, giving recognition points to the person who recruited your clan member, and also telling you how many people are in your clan right there and then. Also, as a tip, mouse over Shawnee's clan, you can also see the, well, mouse over the clan name, you can see the size of that clan there as well. So hopefully you'll appreciate that one. It's a cool little thing to do. I really think these little things kind of add up in updates like this. Another thing to keep in mind as well, which I'll demonstrate for you in just a moment, is 2 particular things that have been added to clan chats. So first of all, the first one requires you to be in the Citadel. If you right click the eye, you'll get something called the clan log. The clan log will show you the size of your clan, the amount of people who have visited the Citadel this week, the amount of people who have capped this week, and the amount of people who have hit fealty. So if 50 people have hit fealty and only 30 people have capped, you might want to find out why that might be the case. This number will reset when the Citadel rebuilds, so what I'd expect you as clans to do is take a picture of last week's stats, i.e. when the Citadel rebuilds, and then see how you did this week. So it's an easy way of seeing straight away, you know, who's capped this week, who's had fealty, and who has visited. Another one is the clan login message. Yes, I am giving you, and I mean this in the nicest way because please use this very wisely, giving you the ability to type a message for your clan members to see on login. It is an 80 character max limit, so you can type whatever you wish. Now, I am going to make this very clear. I have sanctions in place for clans who essentially want to try and write evil things. If you decide to do that, then I'm going to stop you from doing that. So please don't. I'm giving this to you to use because I think it's an incredibly useful thing to tell your clan members something's happened. For example, if I've gone away for... by the way, the message only comes up if you've been logged out for more than 6 hours. So if I've been logged out for the night, I wake up in the morning and something's happened and I want to tell my clan, or I want to be told by my clan something's happened, then I can use it to type this in the clan field. So we can say something like blah blah has been promoted to Dep owner. Congrats to him. You can come up with better examples than this. When you press enter, it'll come up with a message in your chat box which will show you what it looks like to the person logging in. So when they log in, or when your clan member logs in, this is what it's going to look like to them, provided they've been logged out for more than 6 hours. So it's a nice way of being able to preview it. This is only available to Deputy Owners Plus. It is not toggleable as a permission yet. And the reason for that is because I think it's a really cool update, and in the future can, of course, be made permission toggleable when we get to it. A couple of things I do want to point out as well. You can, if you wish, toggle off seeing this entirely. In the chat settings, you can hide your clan login message, and that means you'll never see it again. You don't really want to do that. I feel like 99% of the time you'll want to see what the message says, but if you wish. And also clan event reminder messages, which I'll get to in just a bit. So you can toggle them at any time you want to. So that's obviously very exciting. I'll go into... I'm going to a lot, by the way, so apologies. Nerves and all that. Clan settings. Did it again. Clan settings has a clan icon here you might have not seen before. So before, when you're an admin plus, you would get Clan Wars as an icon. It would appear next to your name, and I thought it might be time to kind of mix it up a little bit. So I thought, well, what better way to do it than show clan muting? So with this update, clan muting is now a thing. You can now individually mute your clan members as you wish instead of having to full on kick them. It's a way of having a middle ground between punishing clan members without having to kick them completely from the clan. In the case of me, I'm going to demonstrate clan muting on myself because, you know, what better way to demonstrate it on this? So when you tick someone for muting, you'll notice that it'll come up with a little icon next to them. So you can see straight away at a glance in clan settings who has been muted, and you can see if they've been muted or not. So you don't have to go and figure out each member and see if they've been muted. An icon will now show that. The Clan Wars icon, as a result of this, is completely gone because we've had to save on what we call opcode for this to make sure the interface runs properly. Hopefully that's okay. I think Clan Mute is way more important than Clan Wars, in my honest opinion, but feel free to correct me if I am wrong. So when you are muted, I'll show you what happens if you try to type to your chat, although I have a feeling I may have not done this properly for me. Yeah, there we go. So if you try and type to your clan chat, it'll say you've been muted by your clan and you can't talk in your clan chat. The broadcast message, which tells you which person has muted who, will be a mandatory broadcast for Admin Plus. You cannot toggle that off to stop someone going on a rampage and muting everyone, basically. Mute is accessible to Admin Plus only. That is not toggleable either. Woo! There's a lot of stuff already. Good grief. The permissions tab, I decided to try and revamp a little bit because it looked archaic. I used the classic 2011 interface design. It now uses the more up-to-date NIS, new interface system for this. So everything works as per usual. One thing I have added that I want to show you is you now have the ability to toggle which ranks can kick players from the clan. In the game currently, Admin Plus can kick from the clan guaranteed. You can't stop that. Now you can if you still want to. So if you still want admins to kick clan members, you can. Or if you want to keep that permission to dep owners only, or even to yourself. If you want to be a dictator of an owner and only want to be able to kick people yourself, you can do that if you so wish. So that's clan settings. I'm going to say it in a nutshell because so be it, but we're not done yet. So there's a couple of things I've added as a bit of a request, a couple of little things. Time zone now has plus 13 and plus 14 if you are from those areas. Some clans actually wanted this, so I thought, why not add it? You know, it's not a big deal. The motif editor has had a re-interface update as a result of the game update from yesterday. So that's now updated courtesy of the mobile team, so thanks to them. So with this, I thought I'd take the opportunity to allow you to kind of tweak colors a little bit more. So right now, if you click on the color, you get this interface. That's cool. Why not right click and set a specific color? Enter a value and we'll see what we get. John, give me a value.
17.
17? Oh, there you go. Nice dingy black color there. And if your clan member has, or clan admin plus has set a color and you don't know what it is, you can just right click and get the color and it'll tell you the color in the chat box for you. So very handy to see that there and then. So hopefully that's nice. It saves you having to go into it and try and find that specific tile of color you want. That might be a bit better, so hopefully you'll appreciate that one. You might notice actually in my clan chat, oh, there's a little bug there, I'll have to fix that, I'll have to make that colourful. Anyway, that's why we do these things. In the clan chat there, you'll notice that I just got a reminder for an event starting in 60 minutes. That's ironic, that's a bit perfect timing actually, because that means I can now go on to the clan notice board. The clan notice board, I feel like doesn't get a lot of love. In the current game, if you click on an event, there is a toggle that says notify me. Now, in my opinion, you should be told every time when your clan is doing an event, because why wouldn't you want to take part in the clan event where possible? So you'll notice in my chat box I've just got a message that says Shawnee's clan has an event scheduled in 60 minutes. It'll tell me the location, it'll say who it's open to. In this case, you'll notice Combat Academy is there. That is not actually in the live notice board, that has been added. So I'm going to take this opportunity to show you what I've added on the clan notice board really quickly. There's a lot of things. So we've got Combat Academy. We've also got, I'm just going to read off my list here because it's probably better than trying to scroll for the specific one. So I've added God Wars 102 bosses in specific, so it'll now say Hellweir, Vindicta, Twin Furies, Gregorovich, Mazcap for raids, Invention Guild, Clan Chat, Combat Academy, Lost Grove, all the Eastern Land Islands, Deep Sea Fishing, Armadale's Tower, Behind the Scenes, Gower Farm, Solak. Overgrown Idols, Hall of Memories, Guffix Caches, Demon Flash Mobs, Ballhole, Safe Cracking, Invention, Portables, Raids, Elite Dungeons, and also removed the years 2012 to 2017 from the notice board. There's a lot here, to say the very least, and it gets me hyped just saying it, so I get very excited about this stuff. So yeah, that's the clan notice board, so that was a really good timing. But let's get over to what you want to see, and that's the clan avatar. So let's go into the Ava rework and let's clarify how this is going to work. So for the avatar rework, you might notice now there is a lot more avatars in the habitat here. These aren't clickable anymore, they're just for show. So if you have a tier 3 habitat, I believe it is, called Grand, I think it's called, it will now display 10 avatars. Tier 2 will display 5, 1 displays 1, and 0, of course, doesn't show any. So these aren't there, they're just for show. So how do we get our boosts? Well, it's as simple as this. You can right click, attune to avatar, you can choose what you want. So if you want to do capping, you can choose your skill plot boost, or if you want to smash out some XP, choose your experience boost. Experience boost works based on a 3% flat rate, so you'll get 3% no matter what, but also an extra 1% per fealty. So if you're fealty free, you'll get an extra 3%, and that is a guaranteed 6% XP boost no matter where you go. You don't have to have an avatar following you around anymore, so that means you can use it in RuneSpan, Agility Course, in Prif, other examples that I'm sure you'll remember apart from me, as an example. Also, when you attune to the avatar, it now becomes a pet inside the follower pet. So here is our clan avatar. We have him here. Hello, clan avatar. You'll notice his appearance is the default appearance. That is because the wardrobe doesn't dynamically update, sorry, the pets interface doesn't dynamically update to the avatar. However, when you call him, it'll take a clan's data and it'll pop up with his appearance. And if you want to change that, of course, you can do so. So if we want to go to this one, you can press accept, and then in about a minute, it will update everything. So let's just stay here for a moment and let it update. So it's updated our avatar, as you can see already. And then in about a minute or so, it should propagate into the, there we go, wham. And it updates them for you. This is working out beautifully. So you might notice, of course, my resource cap is already 978. Oh, I really should have planned back and set that to 0. We can do that, that's fine. Clan Citadel resource cap 0. Okay, so a couple things here before we start the almighty capping. First of all, I should probably be using the boost from the avatar, because why wouldn't you? So you can go over this, attune it to the skill plot boost. You'll notice I get 50%. That is a flat rate. You can't increase that in any way. It's just straight at 50%. So let's get into fealty. Fealty right now in the live game works based on your skilling actions. So it'll take you 200 skilling drops in cooking, as an example, to get fealty, or 150 skilling drops in woodcutting plot to get that either. It's a bit weird, doesn't really make sense. Why not just change it to 900 resource cap? That's what's going to happen now. So you'll now get 900 resource. When you get 900 resource cap, you will have hit your fealty. In this update, it ain't going to take long. So I'm not going to use my booster yet. Let's just do some woodcutting, and let's just observe how much resources we get. Also, be aware, we are now getting the plus 12 pop-up, which is actually telling us how much we're getting per XP drop. Didn't say this before, and now says it. It'll give you a nice little drop, and it'll go, hey, you got 12 clan resources that tick, and you can obviously figure out what to do from there. You might also notice in my chat, I have a little message here which goes, there's currently 0 other clan members capping, giving you a capping boost of 0%. The more members that join in to cap, or to help, the faster everyone caps. Now, this is a message that only comes up once per login, and you shouldn't be relogging in the Citadel, so you shouldn't ever get spammed by that message, theoretically. So that's kind of like a way of giving you a little nudge to go, hey guys, if we all cap together at once, we'll all cap faster, which you actually will. So try to take advantage of that if you can. So that message is kind of there as like a, hey, you know, you should probably do this. So I'll activate my Citadel booster. We were getting 12. We should now get a lot more. So let's have a look what we get. 25 with a booster per tick. 25 per XP drop we get on this. That is insane. Now, you're going to cap pretty quick. That is the point of the Ava rework update. it is not to try and keep you in the Citadel for 2 hours. That is why the temporary update came out on last Monday, to allow the avatar to give you a 100% boost. To kind of make it a little bit quicker. This update makes it even more streamlined, even more faster. You are not going to spend long capping here anymore. You should fly through this, and that is the point of it. You come into your Citadel, you contribute, you do your fast capping, you get back to the main game, you get back to that content. And I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm trying to emphasize, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it's all amazing, to say the very least. Like, to me anyway, I love the fact that I'm going to get so much resources per one. I'm going to just be able to hit that capping much faster. I'm not going to be here for God knows how long. And, you know, for people who have already got their booster saved up from Orts, hey, that might be very useful for your capping. As a heads up, by the way, Orts as a currency don't drop anymore. They never will drop again. They are still in your currency pouch, so you can still show them off. But I didn't want to completely remove them, because obviously people have gathered a lot of Orts, so I thought I'd still allow them to brag about that if they so wish. So yeah, you can already tell, based on my resource cap, I'm already over halfway towards fealty, and I've been semi-AFK capping for about, how long's it been? 2 minutes, based on timestamps here. It's not bad, is it? So it can go awfully quick. And as I mentioned, of course, you don't have to have the clan avatar out if you so wish. I do want to mention, if you have the avatar out as a follower pet, it will start to gather resources that your clan has attuned it to, which can be decided via the avatar control stone. That's if you want to keep the avatar out. But if you want to, you can bring out any pet you want. I'll bring out my only boss pet I have, which is Tess from Telos. And you can still do your skilling and still benefit from your avatar boosts. So yes, this does mean you can go and take out a pack yak and still have 6% XP boost to do your summoning runs, anything like that. It's pretty hype, in my opinion. Hopefully you're all pretty excited for it also. It's a little bit weird, because obviously talking while it's recording, not knowing it's live, means I can't obviously react to the chat on the go. So hopefully I'm kind of addressing stuff as it goes on. Actually, another thing. I'm not going to show it, but I'll read it out to you. When you rename your clan, you can't actually check if that name is available unless you, of course, try and search on the clan home or, other websites and so on and so forth. So I thought I'd change that. So if you go to type in a clan name that is available, it will give you a prompt and go, hey, this name is available, are you sure you want it? Just to make sure that, you can take it or not. So it's up to you. So hopefully we will hit fealty in a moment, although based on the fact that it was already 900, there is a possibility, that is my fealty VAP, that's not going to be useful. There is a possibility the fealty message won't come up, but take my word for it, it is over 900, I promise you. I just forgot to reset the variable for it, because I'm good like that. But anyway, it's fine. So past 900 I would have hit fealty, and when fealty would have hit, the clan log would update. So if I just speed up the capping just a little bit more, just so, I'm not keeping you here all day, but it's 2,500. When we cap, then we'll get, of course, a broadcast message. A broadcast message has changed a little bit, which I'll get into in just a moment when I cap. And also it'll be reflected in the clan log as well. So there's a lot here. So to try and overview everything very quickly, the avatar has 2 buffs on it. The other 5 buffs, which are heal over time, familiar faces, auto alt, random resurrection, and protector, they're now all gone. That is not to say they're gone forever, although of course auto alt is completely gone forever. They could come back in some form in the future, but based on the fact I wanted to get this out, I wanted to keep those 2 buffs there just for now, because they're the ones that most people use. So hopefully that'll be very handy. I'm just going from my release notes just to make sure I haven't missed anything here. Oh, actually, you can add your avatar to your POH as well. It doesn't use your clan's data. So you'll notice actually I've just capped, and because I've already capped, I haven't sent a broadcast because I'm good. Or actually, did I toggle off broadcast settings? I probably did, didn't I? I totally did. Oh my word, I'm the worst. So speaking of broadcast settings, you'll notice it's had a little bit of a revamp to the interface. It's been tidied up for legacy, so it actually looks a lot nicer now for that. Also, I've added 2 additionals, which has edited the clan's login message, and the goal for resource has been met / all resource goals has been met, so you can toggle them as you wish. So I'm going to cap again, and we're going to act like nothing happened, because I was fixing a bug that Modiago found in regards to clan broadcast settings, and I forgot to set it back. Right, so we'll get our tick here, and then we'll get one more, which will give us the amount, because it has to go over, and then you have to do another one to make it work. There you go. It says, I've now capped at the Citadel. However, it will now give you a number in the broadcast message of how many people have capped this week, which I think is really important, because if everyone's doing capping events, what I'm going to love to see is when people have a list of people capping, and it'll go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so on people have capped this week, which I think is really cool. So I'll show you the clan log once more, and the clan log, as you can see, members who have capped this week. You'll notice it says members who have visited the Citadel this week is 0. That is because I've already visited this week before I reset. A little bit of mistakes there from me, so apologies. But that is it. As I mentioned, actually, the avatar can be attuned to your POH. It will use a custom skin that doesn't exist anywhere in the game. So I'll show you it really quickly, actually, while we're here. So let me just attune the avatar to our menagerie. So we've done that. Since we're on the same world, we can just do this. Come over to a fell. Come over to here. Go into our house, and the avatar, fingers crossed, should be there in his nice customizable state. So, I do apologise, my POH menagerie is full of absolute rubbish, isn't it? Good grief. Here he is. So our avatar's all purple. It's a very unique skin that I decided to do because why not? It doesn't use any of your clan data. It's there just to show that you have an avatar in your POH if you want to. I think it's nice. It's really up to you if you want to use it, though. Of course, it's all preference. I'm just having one more nosy through the release notes, but I think I've covered about as much as I can to get you excited without going into the full details, obviously, when the update comes. So, hopefully, that is everything. I have no idea how long this segment has gone on for, but I am told...
5 minutes.
Sorry? 25 minutes? How the hell? Wow, 25 minutes of this. There you go. So I've gone over by 5, but hopefully that's okay. So yeah, I'm told that this is actually going to be what ends the stream. So past tense Shawnee is going to end the future tense stream, or present stream, so to speak, and say thank you so much for watching, and hopefully this gets you all excited for the Avatar Rework Plus clan improvements coming in hopefully the very near future, because I'm really hyped as hell for it. Apart from that, I think that'll bring us to the end, and hopefully you've also enjoyed, of course, the other content shown today. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Take care, and have a good one.